Hey guys, Blessing here, and how are you all doing? We are back with the continuation of the book review we started approximately 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. 2 weeks ago, thereabout. Welcome back. All right, so I'm very excited about this episode, this part 13. Welcome to each and every one of you. Go ahead and share the video once you start to watch, once you start to hear my voice. Let me turn on the Bluetooth. All right. Share the video, invite your friends, let them know we are here. So again, let me quickly tell you that this video will last approximately 60 to 90 minutes, and this is not the last part of our book review. We still expect to do part 14, maybe part 15, but finally we are going to do like a call-in program. Once we are done and dusted, we will do a final episode where people call in and just talk. You know, people have the freedom to just say what they think about everything that we've done in all 13 or 14 or 15 or 16 parts. Yeah. Because I've been talking a lot, I've been showing you guys clips, and eventually we will also do the proper review. I'll tell you guys how many stars this book, in my opinion, deserves. Before I give a book a 5-star ranking or 1 star, I have to be able to explain, and that's what I've been doing all along. Before I get to that conclusion, I should be able to defend the reason behind my choice. So we will get there. Let me go ahead and read comments and see who is here already. Hey, Juanita is first. Good morning. Good morning. Nita, hello. Nikki Ben, good afternoon. Betty, I see you. Zanel from the UK. I hope the weather is better today. I do hope the weather is better in the UK. Good to have you. Goedemiddag, dear Ivona. Alles goed? Good to have you also. My co-Dutchie. Sandy. Good evening, Sandy. Nikki says, hope you're getting better. Yes, I am getting better. I have to. I mean, I have 2 kids. You know, you can't even afford to be really sick when you have kids. Yeah, it's different. You know, your life changes when you become a mom. When you're single, like before I got married, let me just gist. I love to gist. Oh my God, before I got married, I could sleep on weekends till 2 p.m. Yep, because I was going to school, and all week long I would be going to school, and weekends, Saturdays. So I wasn't like the outgoing type. I wasn't going out. I would rather stay home and sleep. So I could sleep, like the earliest I would wake up on a Saturday was 12 p.m. And usually I wake up like 2 p.m. I would get out of bed like 3 p.m. That I started to feel like, when I tell people, or when I told people, then they'll be like, no, Blessing, you have a problem. There's something wrong with you. You cannot be sleeping till 2 p.m. I even went to the doctor. They were like, no, if it's not affecting you in any way, then you don't have a problem. You're just tired or something. I can sleep like that. But now it's different. I have kids. I have to wake up during the, in the middle of the night to feed baby. I have to prepare them for school in the morning, prepare baby for daycare. So you can be sick all you want, but you still have to be on your feet. When my man is not home, when he's working, I just have to be the mommy of the house. And when he gets back, he helps. But so yeah, I have to. And I have social media I'm doing that I love. And next week I'm going back fully to work again. So maybe you guys will not be seeing me more. You'll not be seeing me often from next week. So now that I'm still home, let me make the best of it. So yeah, thank you for asking though, but I am getting better. Okay, let me see who else is here. Victoria is here again. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Dora. Hi, Rina. Goedemiddag. Hello. I have some Dutchies here, my Dutch people. Let me see. Alvinka is watching from YouTube. Hi, good to have you. Fire is also here. Good morning. She's saying good morning to everybody. Rita is watching from Atlanta. Oh my God. Good morning. Oh, you arrived this morning. Oh, really? So are you on vacation, or let us know what you're out there to do? Are you there for work? How long are you staying in Atlanta? ATL? Let us know. Evelyn, I see you. Oh, thank you so much, Evelyn. Thank you. I see Alicia too. Alicia is like a Russian name, right? I have friends who bear that name from Russia. Joanne, good morning. Alles goed, vrijdag. Vandaag dus kon je notificatie zien. En ik gelukkig ook bij zijn. Oh, that is excellent. Okay, it's your free day. Oh, nice, 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 nice to have you, Yvonne. Eddie, hi. Darling, hi. Mazena, hello. Jennifer, is that Jamaica? Jamaica, 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 Jamaica. Is that Jamaica? Jennifer. Hello, hello, hello. In India on holiday. Oh, thank you, Evelyn. India. Wow, that's far away. Enjoy every bit of your holiday there. You don't hear it often, that someone is going to India on holiday. I don't hear it that much. But enjoy it. You're gonna love the food. Here for work. Okay, we'll be back to LA tomorrow. Oh, nice. So how many hours is the flight from LA to ATL? How many hours? Okay. Jennifer says, yeah, I got that right. Jamaica. Okay, so I'm getting better with my flags. All right, I think we should get started. I want to ask you guys two things. Number one, go ahead and share the video. Number two, please, if at any point during this live stream you stop hearing me, you don't hear me anymore, please send me a message via Messenger. So Facebook Messenger, just inbox me. I'll get that message because I'm staring at the phone now. So if I mistakenly mute the phone and you guys cannot hear me anymore, please send me a message inbox. So where do we start from? Okay, let's start from, I think last time we stopped with Nancy, right? The role she has played so far. I don't know if we should continue from there, or I should talk about how the book more or less ended. So the book ended, well, she just rambled and just ended the book somehow. Let me just quickly end it because today is the 31st. Let me quickly end it and upload it and start to sell it. More like that. But the main story we got from the book was, or at the end of the book was, he told her to leave. And then later said he asked her to pay rent for 1 year. So those were two contradictory statements. And that is one thing we've heard forever. Ever since, this whole brouhaha started, or even the whole time, anyways, she would say, he sent me out. He told me to get out, and I'm going to play those videos. And a lot of people still hate Justin because they believe he threw her out of the house. And if you hear that, it's unforgivable. How do you throw the mother of your children out of the house? But the book is telling us otherwise. And every time she would do those videos those days, Justin would be like, I didn't send her out. I told her to stay, but she didn't want to stay. So maybe the house was too expensive for her to stay. So she chose to move out. And you guys, when people break up, the man is no longer responsible for you. When you separate, you don't expect him to be single. You are single and he's still paying your rent. Nobody does it. You both become exes. He will have his responsibilities to perform as the father of the children. He will be there to cater for them here and there, financially, emotionally, but he cannot be responsible for her house rent, especially with the knowledge that she earns a lot of money. So for him to say, you can stay if you want, but you will pay rent, I don't see anything wrong with that. But I would see everything wrong in him throwing her out of the house when she hadn't found a place or somewhere else to live. And that is the picture she kept giving us the whole time. Another reason so many people hate Justin. I'm going to play some of those clips. Again, in the book, she said he told her to leave and then she started to search for an apartment. In the same chapter, in the same page, on the same page in the book, she said he told her to pay rent for 1 year. So how does he tell you to leave the house, but he still told you to stay there and be paying rent? Which one should we go with? I'm going to play some of those videos just to bring a memory back.
I didn't walk out. He walked out on me. And for all of you who are supporting that man, may you fall hopelessly in love with the man who will walk out on you 4 days postpartum, who will tarnish your reputation online, who will steal from you. May you fall hopelessly in love with somebody that you gave 2 kids, and may they do that to you. Keep up and send you homeless and tell you, move out. Then you go and you move. You're looking for how to move with 2 kids in your car, in a country you did not grow up in.
Okay, she said, and he told you to move out and you're looking for how to move with 2 kids in your car. It's your choice because you can afford to move as conveniently as you want because you can afford it. And it didn't even happen how you were describing in this video. I don't know what she ate before she did this video. I don't know what she drank, but this is the same video in which she lied that she pulled out Athena from her body and she brought Athena out into this world, pulled Athena out of her body and held Athena. And that was when she knew she couldn't be here with this man. Eventually, she told us in the book that she lied, that Justin caught Athena. So it was in this same video that she just exaggerated and exploded saying these things. Now, she said he told her to move. He left her 4 days postpartum. And I have to say that the 4 days issue that a lot of people are carrying on their head like gala is also a lie. I have also made that mistake saying 4 days, but Justin was still there on the 5th day. I think they started to have, or he made that announcement either on the night of the 5th day or the next day, because we have this time difference. I might be seeing it like, okay, this is the 6th day, but them, it's the 5th day for them. So everybody is saying, oh, he left her after 4 days. It's not true. Let me show you guys a video of them together on the 5th day. No problem between them then.
4 days postpartum.
You're 5 now, aren't you? You're 5.
Is it 5 days now? You want to see my belly? I'm not sure you now. Before my husband will say, I don't like that. No, he's not like that. He's the best. My daddy is the best. The best there ever was.
Now we just need to get her to say that when she's not 5.
You see, I only say it when I'm live.
Yes. No, you don't only say it when you're live. But when you're angry.
Maggie, I can't see that malo, Maggie.
Baxter, I don't speak Spanish.
Okay, so they did this video 5 days postpartum. So he didn't leave her 4 days after. I suspect he left 6 days. In fact, he didn't even leave 6 days after, but he announced on Instagram that he would leave, but he was still in the house. He announced that he was going to divorce Korra Is, but he was still living there. They were still together. Maybe they were no more talking to each other. They were upset, and she was trying to beg. Her family was begging, but he was still living there until Nancy started to really tell him to leave the house because, according to the book, he came back home during that period one day he was drunk and all of that and all of that. So it was, I think, around 2 weeks after that he left. So everybody's saying, oh, he left her 4 days. No, he didn't leave. He was still there in the house, even 5 days. They did this video 5 days after. So I suspect he made that announcement the same night they did this video or the next day. So that would be like 6 days after. Yeah, so let us just chill. We are over exaggerating things. We are making things. And again, another thing I'm going to say, and I've said it before, I think the video I did in March last year when all of this was happening, when we didn't know so much and we were all speculating. I told you guys, I still remember vividly. I'll start resharing some of my old videos that I did from the beginning. I told you guys to calm down. I told you guys that, look, I do understand that it doesn't sound right that a man would abandon a woman almost immediately after she gave birth. But I also told you guys to be open-minded to the possibility of him leaving to avoid an Osinachi situation, an RIP situation, because we know how things can really get bad in domestic violence situations. I would prefer a man to remove himself from a situation rather than they remove a corpse from that situation, if that makes sense. I would prefer him to leave me alive than leave me when I'm no longer alive. So maybe he did that, which I still said in that video. Maybe he did that to protect her, protect the baby, and protect June, because they were fighting constantly. So we should maybe even applaud him from leaving that situation or that environment just for some fresh air, for some peace, for him to go and think, and for her also to just have, that clarity and to be able to focus on her baby. And he was always going back to the house, you guys. If you remember, he was always going back to the house. He was squatting with a friend, but every time he would go to the house, back and forth, until that issue of restraining order and they didn't know where he was and blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's put things into perspective. I know we want to get emotional and sentimental about these things, but let us not over-exaggerate and just be hating on him for nothing. Some people are already dedicated to hating him, no matter what you bring forward, no matter the video you show them. They are just committed to hating him. That's all that matters to them. And those people, you can never dissuade them. They will forever hate him, no matter what, which is wrong. I don't know where they will carry their hatred to. Their hatred is baseless. It's based on, oh, he left her after 4 days. No, he didn't leave her after 4 days. He announced he was getting a divorce either after 5 or 6 days, but he was still with her for some weeks, and then he left after some weeks. Maybe they even discussed it. Maybe they decided, okay, I think it's best I go and just stay somewhere. And he was talking with Nancy, and Nancy told him, leave that house, because she knows how toxic, extra toxic that environment could become for him being there. They are not talking to each other. They are arguing, quarreling. She told him to leave. So why are you people carrying it on your head? Every time anybody says anything, you be like, oh, he left her after, 4 days postpartum. You guys should just go and sit down and sleep. If you have nothing else to argue about, just stop wasting anybody's time with that, balloon. You people always repeat. You're just repeating it. Justin said, repeat it. He wasn't talking to you. He was talking to Korra. Stop repeating that, because it's not correct. And you should applaud him, actually, because she was complaining that she was being beaten every time, domestic violence and everything. Isn't it better for him to get out of the house, not to beat her up, if truly he was? So it was a good thing he did, an honorable thing he did, to respectfully leave the place, So you guys should rest. Go and drink water. So we just saw that video of them still together, 5 days postpartum. Nothing seemed to be happening. Yeah? Let me play another video.
I'm kind of new. The last video I saw was you in labor. You are late to the party. You're so late, baby. A lot has happened. First of all, I got kicked out of the house. 2 weeks after pregnancy. Get out! Move out of my house. Yeah. Now, co-parenting.
You got kicked out 2 weeks after pregnancy. So how come your book tells us he asked you to pay rent? Robidi, why are you such a lying princess? Why? Which one is a lie? Did he really kick you out, or was he really asking you to pay rent? You're contradicting yourself. You're lying. And I've said it before. What you're doing on social media is an act. You're selling a story that you know will sell. It's only a good manipulator that can really do that for years. But guess what? You can do it for 10 years. You might be able to do it successfully for 4 years. But eventually people will start knowing, okay, this lady is just selling a script. You're selling a script. You're living a make-believe life on social media. A storyline that you know that will appeal to people is what you bring out. You don't bring out everything. You don't. You say, oh, I live my life. No, you don't. I live my life on social media. You don't. You say the things that you know that people will tune into and that will benefit you financially. In this video, you said he kicked you out 2 weeks after, but your book says he asked you to be paying rent for 1 year. I guess because the tenancy agreement was for a year. So how can he kick you out and still be asking you to pay rent? Why are you like this? This is somebody's son. This is the father of your children. Your daughters, if they grow up to become really intelligent, they are going to ask you these same questions the analyst is asking you now. Because this is your side of the story. Justin has his side of the story. And Justin's side of the story is that I didn't send her out. Let's listen to Justin.
Of a smear campaign. Because you're smearing the truth or you're completely fabricating lies. That's an example of a fabricated lie. I didn't kick anyone out. I left and I slept on a friend's couch. I kicked myself out, in fact, if you want to put it that way. Why did I kick myself out of an apartment that I was paying for? $7,700 a month for. I didn't get a chance to stay in my $7,700 a month apartment for 2 months because I was sleeping on a friend's couch. So, don't know how I kicked anyone out of my house when I left, which all the content on the internet reflects as such. So, hundreds of videos.
Wow, that's a shame. If you have to be a liar, you have to be good at it. You can, because videos don't lie. People keep records. You've told everybody for a whole year that this man threw you out of the house 2 weeks after you gave birth, just to gain their sympathy, for them to feel like, oh my God, he's such a wicked man. Oh my God, this woman really needs help. You could afford movers, people to come move your things. You didn't even have so many things like that. You didn't have so much furniture like that, but you chose to do it yourself and put it on live video so everyone could see. I am not a celeb, but if I had to move, I ain't carrying nothing. And I don't think I have enough. I have as much money as Korra, but I don't think I do. But I'm not stressing my body, myself. But you did that. You know your goal of doing that. You know what you wanted to achieve doing that. You could afford it. Maybe it would cost you $200 to hire people to do the job. What's $200? How much do you make per video? Do you understand? But you did that to emotionally captivate people, to draw them to you like, oh my God, this lady is suffering. She doesn't have money. She doesn't have relatives in the US. It's just a mind game you're playing, and you know what you're doing. But it's okay if that's your content. It's fine. People like sensation. It's okay, but please do not lie on another person. Don't do it. Don't make another person look like a demon because you are lying to people to make yourself look good in their eyes. That's not right. Morally, ethically, it's not. Especially when the person is alive to defend themselves. He was still paying for 2 months in that apartment. If he had continued to pay for 2 years, Korra Obidi would have remained there, not paying a dime. And of course, he can't do that forever because you are going to move on, have a new boyfriend. He's going to move on. He cannot be paying your rent when you're moving on as a single lady. moving on with other men, for example. So it was a normal thing that you guys have that conversation of, okay, what are we doing? You're moving out or you're staying. If you're staying, you're paying rent. It's normal. But don't paint it like he just bundled you out of the house. He was squatting with a friend for 2 months. And we all saw it here on live video. And your book tells us he asked you to pay rent. So why? Why? Like, why? And people are going to continue to see through your antics, everything you're doing. People will continue to see, like, oh my God, oh my God. And it's not good for you. The day you come and say, okay, I want to tell the truth, how many people are going to believe you because of the track record of lies that we have caught you telling? It doesn't look good on you as a lady to be a liar. No, it doesn't. Okay, I want to still ask you guys to go ahead and share the video. So we're going to continue with Nancy. I just wanted to quickly touch on that because it's one of the most intricate parts of this separation. One of the things that people hang on to, people that hate Justin, they hate him for their personal reasons. They are not going to tell you, oh, I hate him because he reminds me of my ex, or, oh, I hate him because my ex is someone I was not able to fight back. You know, now I have Justin that I can put all my anger on, that I can fight and make myself feel like, okay, I have achieved something. Since I couldn't fight my ex, let me fight Justin. Or whatever punishment my ex should have gotten from me, Justin is going to get it. They are not going to come out and tell you that. So they're going to find something to hang on to. And currently, what they are hanging on to is, oh, he left her 4 days postpartum. He threw her out. None of that is true. So if we know that that has been a lie all along, what else are you going to hang on to? What else will be your reason for hating Justin? You guys, I said in last video, it takes two to tango. Korra Is said it herself. It takes two, and she knows why she said it. Justin said he was afraid, or he said he was surprised that Korra Is did not smash his head in while he slept, because she said she would do it. Korra didn't tell us in her book that she threatened to smash his head in. She didn't tell us. But you can imagine that they were both doing things and saying things to each other. And Korra said it takes two because she knows. Why can't you people just, because of that fact, let these two people bash whatever they want to bash out of each other, which Justin is not even doing right now, and you guys should just withdraw? Because you're not even helping Korra. You think you're doing it for Korra. You're not helping her right now. You're not. We'll continue with Nancy. Nancy is like a witch. Looking at some old videos, you know, when all those things were happening in May, when she went to the US first, you know, we were inside of it. We were inside of it. So it was happening, and everyone saw, like, okay, she was trying to be there for the sister. She flew there. But now, looking back in retrospect, we can say that this lady is a witch. I mean, it's not every witch that flies. I'm not talking about those witches that fly in the midnight and suck blood. But when you are no good to someone's life, you're there to be the one benefiting and reaching yourself, and it's all good for you, but it's not really benefiting the other person that much. If I had to compare where Korra Is was last year, with her life, her status, her social media career, her music career, you know, I would say I had more respect for Korra Is then than now. And I think a lot of people can testify, or maybe I'm going to explain. There was this thing, like a mysterious thing about what was happening and about Korra Is. People didn't know her deeply. But now, with Nancy Ume's inclusion in everything, Korra is as exposed as the back of your hand. Before, people thought they knew her because she would come live every day. But there were so many question marks that brought people back. People kept coming back to watch her because of that mystery factor. Like, let us see if we can find out more. Let us learn more about her. They didn't know too much. But now they know so much that she's no longer an object of interest. She's no longer so interesting. They feel like they already know everything. So what's there? There is no longer that wow factor, that factor of, oh my God, I still want to learn more, like I said. What has Nancy contributed to Korra Obidi's life now? Even if she felt like she helped Korra Obidi get her voice back, which I don't think she lost her voice. Anyways, it's a thing of, opinion. Even if she felt like she was doing it then for Korra Obidi, how come Nancy Ume is still inside of it now? How come Nancy Ume is still mentioning Justin Dean's name now? Hasn't Korra Obidi gotten her voice back loud enough now that Nancy still feels like she still has to be there up till 2023 talking about Justin Dean? Is Korra Obidi a 5-year-old child that Nancy Ume has to be speaking up for her? Was Nancy Ume there to help Korra Obidi when Korra Obidi was flying around countries with an 85-year-old man, meeting up with men? Was Nancy Ume there to coordinate her, control her, tell her, okay, this is how you go about it? How come it is now Nancy Ume wants to help Korra find her voice? Korra Obidi is wise. She's a woman. She is wise. She knows everything. I don't know which help Nancy Ume thinks she can offer or she is offering Korra. Nancy Ume is helping her own self and her own pocket because Korra Obidi doesn't really need that help Nancy says she's giving now on social media. That support, that help. Korra doesn't need it. Korra is independent. She traveled alone as a maybe 22-year-old girl, skinny girl. When I say skinny, I am also on the skinny side, so it's not an insult. A small, tiny girl with an 85-year-old man. The man was over 60 years her senior. If she can handle an 85-year-old man, she can handle social media, issues. She doesn't need Nancy. So Nancy is just using that as a cover that, oh, I'm here to support her. 1 year down the line, when are you going to stop that public support? We understand you were there, a month later, 2 months later, then when the heat was on. Why are you still keeping the fire burning now? You don't want peace of mind for Korra Obidi? It's because money is coming out of it. You wouldn't be doing this public thing if you were not getting money from it. Let me see comments before I continue to be sure people are hearing me. Okay, I think you guys can hear me. So we are going to continue. Let me find the video of Nancy. Yes.
I found this lady, Amma Manson, and I was on a page. To be honest, I stayed on a page for a whole. I think I even sent her a message. She's really good. I think you should go and Google her or Facebook her and send her a message and say you want to monetize your page because I think she's helping women.
Monetize your page, monetize your page, monetize your page.
Oh yes, I like money because this Facebook, this social media is a leveling ground. Help monetizing, go to the page I asked you to go to and then go and ask her how to monetize. She'll charge you a fee, but then she'll tell you all the things. I'm able to do it faster because I have a platform. Okay, my sister has been here, so she's just showing me the ropes. She's telling me what to do on Facebook because I'm new to Facebook.
Okay. So for Nancy, the primary reason she's here doing these videos is the money part of it. Let's not deceive ourselves. Let's not lie to ourselves. That's the primary reason. And supporting, in quotes, Korra Obidi is the secondary attachment she can use. Because before you make money on Facebook, you should have content. You should have something you're showing. So what she's showing to achieve her goal of making money is Korra Obidi and Justin Dean. So to defend herself, she's going to say she's doing it out of support. Let us see how things started with Nancy. The first time Nancy went to the US. Let us watch that video. I'm going to play it now. And you guys need to pay attention. Nancy, you know why I called you a witch? Because you're sacrificing your sister's joy and happiness and peace of mind and ultimately marriage because you want to enrich yourself. That's witchcraft. This is not your friend. This is your baby sister. And you're still inside of it because it's still bringing in money. You guys should pay attention to the first thing Nancy said when they put on that live video, when they said they had receipts against Justin. Just pay attention to what she said.
Hi, people. Hi, guys. Welcome to my live. Welcome to our live. You have to sit down. Welcome to our live. For those of you just joining, my name is Korra Obidi, and my name is Nancy. This is my beautiful sister, Nancy Ume. All the way from Lagos. She came in yesterday, and I'm just gonna let her take over. Okay, how are you all doing, people? Hi. For some reason, my page got, I don't even know if it's the word hacked, but I can't log into my Facebook. So that is why I've opened a new page. Hopefully, I'll be able to reach as many people as I want to. The point of this talk that we're having today is just for her to gain some clarity.
Why I said Nancy is a witch is Nancy flew all the way to the US to help her sister psychologically. They are there to do a live video to address something very important. Of course, Korra Is introduced herself. She said, "Welcome to my live." Nancy immediately chimed in, "Welcome to our live." No problem about that. She even told Korra, "Sit down properly so that they can also see me." No problem about that. And when Korra Is handed the mic over to Nancy, the first thing Nancy said was, my page. She couldn't even wait, and she couldn't even hide it. For Nancy, now this one carry me come here. All these ones when they do live video, they talk now secondary. It was her page that was her focus and her goal. Every other thing was on the corner, on the side. It's a shame. On a good day, even if truly Nancy was there genuinely for the peace of mind of her sister, it's possible she would do this video without going live. Nancy went live. They wanted to talk about your sister's position, public position, people calling her a cheat, a serial cheat. And your own first instinct is, I will also go live. My sister is live, but me also, I'll go live on my page. When you were there all the way to the US to discuss something as personal and as trivial as your sister's reputation. But the first thing you said wasn't, "Okay, you guys, thank you for having me here. So I'm really here." No, the first thing you said was, my page. I think my page was hacked. And then, anyways, the reason I came here, Nancy, I'm going to play it again just for you guys to hear and just see that. Because the first thing she talked about was the most important thing that brought her there. If I would do a live video, I'm introducing myself. Okay, this is the analyst, and we are here to do part 13 of Korra Is book review. I'm not going to start with other things. That's the first thing I want you to know that brought me here, and that's what Nancy did. I'm going to play it again.
Hi, people. Hi, guys. Welcome to my live. Welcome to our live. You have to sit down. Welcome to our live. For those of you just joining, my name is Korra Obidi, and my name is Nancy. This is my beautiful sister, Nancy Ume. All the way from Lagos. She came in yesterday, and I'm just gonna let her take over. Okay, how are you all doing, people? Hi. For some reason, my page got, I don't even know if it's the word hacked, but I can't log into my Facebook. So that is why I've opened a new page. Hopefully, I'll be able to reach as many people as I want to. The point of this talk that we're having today is just for her to gain some clarity.
All right, let me play the next one.
And that's what we're going to do today. I want her to clear her name. So that's why I flew all the way here. My sister was sent by my family to LA to clarify the air and basically for us to speak.
She said she's there to clear the air, to clear her name, but eventually they started to show us receipts that Justin Dean cheated with a Brazilian girl. Even if Justin Dean cheated with a Brazilian girl, it doesn't undo the fact that Korra really cheated as a married woman. So it's a case of, okay, and he also cheated, and I cheated, he also cheated. Your own is worse because you are the woman. It's not fair. I know society, it's not fair that people point at the woman when she cheats, but they just almost overlook the man. Maybe it's just the way nature has formed us. But you should be ashamed of yourself, Nancy Ume, the big sister, to put your younger sister to sit down beside you to say, well, we are here to clear the air. My sister is not a serial cheater. He cheated with a Brazilian girl. And in the same video, your sister confessed that she cheated after marriage. Like, why the disgrace? This one is just a disgraceful video. Let me play another one.
And I had just given birth. Now I'm a little rested. I have my big sister here. I feel safe enough to tell the story, my side of the story. So you guys have heard one side. Here's the other side. Oh, people are joining on my own life. Hi, I lost my page. Yeah, my sister lost her page. It got hacked. So please follow this new page.
I said there are like 1 million people with my name right now. I don't know what's going on.
She has literally up to 50 at least pages of Nancy Ume, which is fake pages. So please follow my sister's page. It's not yet verified, and just try to make her rise above all the fake pages.
You guys see how Nancy was systematically securing her bag, her money, her position on social media. She was there to establish her social media presence. Korra Obidi had told her that, look, there is money on Facebook, just come and be doing your cooking and everything. Nancy needed the followership. Korra Obidi has that follower base, people really following her on all platforms that we know. Nancy didn't have that much. So she needed that attachment for them to be together. People can really identify them together like that, in that strong manner. She being there in the US, putting her page together. Korra Obidi would show her how the page thing works, how, you know, this and that, monetize it and everything. So she was really mentioning my page in that video. It's a mental psychological thing. If you guys know, you know. So whenever she mentioned it, Korra Obidi would feel, you know, obliged to also mention it or to also advertise it further.
Very indecisive, and I tasted from Pandora's box. I had an affair. That affair lasted like 1 date. I felt bad about it, but I had not moved to America. Upon getting to America, I was very, very sad that I had made that mistake with the guy that I love. And I told him the truth. I said, hey, I had an affair in Nigeria, and I don't want us to ever have secrets. So here's the deal. I had an affair before I got here. He was like, how can you cheat on me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm sorry. This was before I ever got here. Why did I tell him? I told him because I wanted closure. I wanted honesty in my relationship. And secrets kill, guys. Secrets kill. Just be honest and be an open book. It's a path to longevity. So
this is another reason I said Korra Obidi is a good manipulator, a good actor. She knows how to position the story. She said she told him so that they don't have secrets towards each other. You're an open book, secrets kill. But Korra Obidi, when you were sitting down there with your made-up face, you didn't tell us that it was a secret for 2 years. You moved to the US in 2018, but you didn't tell your husband what you had done. Then in 2019, you did not tell your husband what you had done. Then in 2020, you did not tell your husband or confess to him about what you had done. But somehow you started to lose your mind according to your book. And you lost control of yourself. And you started to say so many things and you couldn't control your mind and your mouth. And then you started to confess because you were in such a rash mental place. So you did this video trying to make us believe you were that good wife, that virtuous woman who felt like, my husband, I've wronged you. I've done something bad. I'm sorry. I don't want to hide it anymore. I'm feeling guilty. That's what you told us in the video. But in the book, you told us you didn't tell him. You were keeping it a secret, and you would have kept it a secret forever. You see how you manipulated us into believing you were a virtuous woman? But from the book, we got to know that you are actually a wayward, promiscuous woman because you were willing to hide it. You telling him wasn't just, my husband, let me talk. So, hey, this is it. I cheated on you. I'm sorry. No, you lost your mind. That's why you found yourself confessing. You see the manipulation and the lies. That's social media for you. You guys believe what you want to believe. Paint whoever you want to paint as the devil or the demon. The devil or the demon, himself or herself, is the one that can act best, that knows what to say at what point in time, that knows how to manipulate and exaggerate things. When something happens, they will paint it like something else happened. Take the example of the paper in which they said, or the document in which they said, Justin said a man, a tall man, walked up to him. What did Korra make of it? She said a black man. They didn't say black. So she turned it into a racist thing that she knows people will be upset. That what do you mean? And what do you mean black man? That's the manipulation we're talking about. And it's bad.
Very indecisive, and I tasted from Pandora's box.
So this is me clearing the air, guys. I am not the cheat, and there's evidence. But yeah, feels good to be exonerated.
I am not the cheat, and there is evidence. Feels good to be exonerated. Exonerated how? You cheated. You're a cheat. So the fact that, no, it's not even a fact because we don't know. Even if Justin cheated, that doesn't exonerate you. If he cheated, then he cheated, and you cheated. It doesn't change that you cheated. Oh, my husband cheated, so now I'm exonerated, but I also cheated. Now you say, no, I didn't cheat. I'm not a cheat, rather, but you cheated. Well, what are we talking about? I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, he cheated, then that makes it okay for me also to cheat. You're not even ashamed of yourself. And you told us in that video back in May when Nancy was there, you said the affair lasted 1 day. Well, you played at that man's event. You performed. You said you met him at one gentleman's whatever cruise party. You played at his birthday private party, and then he would send people to escort to come and pick you up. They would take you to the salon. He was paying your hair. When a Nigerian man, like, girl, come on now. Stop the mind game. Stop. I don't know which children you're telling your stories, but now really looking back, I'm like, really, we all watched these videos and we just accepted all these things. This young girl, even me at my 39 years of age. But you know, me, I always like to come forward with things when I have something to hang on to. You can't just do a video and I'll come out and start talking. It has to be based on something, just like now that everything I say now is based on her book, which she says is her truth. A Nigerian man that was toasting you, he's not your uncle, he's not your brother, not your childhood family friend, a man you just met like that. He started to pay your transportation, started to arrange events for you, started to pay the hairdresser, the nails, everything, then still came to your house to pick you up. All those things didn't tell you that, oh my God, in Nigeria, nothing goes for nothing. If a man is spending his money on you like this, you want something, and you were married, that was the point you should have put, your leg on the brake and told yourself, no, this is going to go in a direction that I shouldn't go in. You were a married woman, but you continued to enable him, to encourage him, to give him that green light that, okay, I'm open, I can do this, let's go on. Just because he was giving you events to perform at. Where are the events today? Where are the pictures? Where are the videos? Is anyone talking about those events? You sleeping with him, was it worth it? The events you got, did you perform with Michael Jackson? Is anyone talking? Just imagine the price you have had to pay in your life in the name of, I want to become a star. Star, you are not becoming. You're becoming famous on social media. It's good. It's also good. It's making you money. But what sacrifices are you paying? A good name is better than riches. What you're getting is riches. For your name right now, I don't think many people want to be like Korra Is. Do you understand? Your marriage is one of the prices you have had to pay. Okay.
So this is me clearing the air, guys. I am not.
Brazil was after he learned that after I was honest with him and I told him, hey, I did this before marriage and he did this in Brazil. But what I know for a fact is he swore on his kids that he never did it when he got back from Brazil. And
okay. So in a way, she vindicated Justin saying what she said now. I don't know if Justin really cheated. I think Justin cheated with the Brazilian girl, but I don't know for sure because the girl came out to take back everything. Her girl, I don't even know what to say. But anyway, so now they are worried against all of them, each and every one of them. But even if Justin cheated with that girl, Korra Is said in this video that it happened after she confessed to Justin. I'm not justifying Justin cheating if he did, but I'm saying we know how it is with most men. When something happens in their life, men cannot express themselves the way we women can express ourselves. We are verbal. We can really throw our emotions out there. Men bottle things up and they find or they seek distraction in other things. And those things might not always be the best for their marriage. That's why they would advise women, don't push your man into the arms of another woman. They don't tell men that don't go into the arms of another woman. They tell women, they advise women, do not push your husband into the arms of a strange woman. Korra Is confessed that she had cheated. Justin then went crazy, which any man who loves his wife. So those of you saying, oh, he doesn't love her. If you don't love her, you are not going to care. You're just going to be like, ah. But the thing affected him so bad. He went after distraction. He went to Brazil. We don't know what happened there. So it's not like they were happily married and he was just deceiving her and sleeping around and cheating on her. Something happened in their marriage. And he did a video one time. He said in 2020, they were in this same position that they were in 2022 when they broke up, when he announced the divorce. So possibly in 2020, they were already talking about separating, going their separate ways. You guys remember he went to Nigeria to join her and the father was begging. So maybe in his mind, this marriage is over. And then he went to Brazil and he just lived that life. I don't know. So you guys just take it easy. The Korra Is guys are fighting for. It's good you fight for her. It's good you support her. But please remember, she's not a saint. She has written a book, but Justin Dean has not written a book. And she didn't tell us everything in that book. Let me play one of the things she didn't tell us. And there are so many reasons you guys should let go of the bullying. You can talk about Justin, you can talk about Korra, you can talk about what you see, what they do, but the bullying, calling him a demon, he's a user, he was using her, he never loved her, he's an abuser. You guys don't know what Korra Obidi was like in that marriage. You only know what she told you or what she wrote in the book. There are so many things she also did not write. Did she tell us that she threatened her then husband to smash his head in? She didn't tell us in the book. But Justin told the sister, and the sister didn't even argue it in the WhatsApp conversation. She didn't argue it. So Korra Obidi is not a saint. Justin is not a saint. That doesn't give any of us the right to go about bullying them. And we can talk about them, that's fine. So if your opinion is different from mine, that doesn't mean I should come out and be bullying you. I can disagree with you, but it doesn't give me the right to bully you. If I like Korra Obidi, doesn't give me the right to bully Justin. If I like Justin, doesn't give me the right to bully Korra. That's what many of you are doing, and it is wrong. You guys should start to let go, especially the bullies among you. I'm going to show you guys a video very soon, but let me show you one of the things that Korra Obidi withheld from us in her tell-all book.
My father wanted me to be in business. When I finished from the university, my father said, it's time for you to take up a job. It was the worst time of my life. Please send me stars to make me dance. Okay. So my dad knew that this one was really crazy. I don't know what to do with this child, but he wanted me to take a different path. He wanted me to be a banker like him. My dad had worked in the bank for 45 years. I had a job already waiting for me. So I tried it just to please my daddy and be the apple of his eye. I decided, you know what? Let me try and do this bank thing. I tried it. The first time, okay, that was the second time I attempted to commit suicide. I wanted to kill myself. Whoa! That was a dark, dark time.
That was a dark, dark time. That was the second time she tried to kill herself. She attempted suicide because of her father. She said that was the second time. Korra Obidi, when was the first time? And why did you omit this from your book? Your book told us a lot about your childhood, how you were brutally raped as a very young girl from a member of your church, how you were brutally raped in university, how you were molested by your teacher at the age of 10 to 13, how the father of your ex-boyfriend allegedly caressed your breast, how a cousin came to your house and was fondling your breast, how your sister told us that she was taking abuse, you people were being abused, and your parents couldn't help. If you as a parent cannot offer protection to your children, you're a useless parent. So indirectly, Korra Obidi and Nancy Ume have let us know that their parents were useless. They could have as well been living on the street, under the bridge, nobody to protect them, because they were living in a home and parents were not there to protect them. Parents were there, but they were not protector. So you guys understand. But she omitted this part. Why? When was the first time she attempted suicide? Was it when she was being bullied in secondary school? The book tells us that she was bullied by a group of girls in secondary school. And bullying has an impact on your psychological state. Let me see if I can find how she really said it. Let me just use her own words from the book. Before I'll play you guys some videos. Okay, I'm going to find it, and in the meantime, I'm going to play you guys a video of what bullying can do to you and why Korra is condoning bullying when she knows the effect of bullying on you. So I'm going to quickly grab that video now. So you guys go ahead and share. Go ahead and share. I'm going to play a video and we will see how the father of Athena and June and some people who are speaking up against bullies, what they are doing to him, how they have been bullied over the month. I think some of the captions went by really fast that I'm not sure that you guys could read everything, but this is only like 0.001% of what people put out there every day. And I say 0.001% because I've blocked many of these accounts that I don't see their posts. Imagine I didn't block them. I would have tons of captions to show you of what they put out daily. Does being this, does being that, Justin, Dr. Sue, this one every day. Bullying him, calling him Ekwensu. He posted a picture of a patient. They were even one account called Monica. Even from the name, you can tell that's already a prostitute. I'm sorry to all the real Monicas, not the fake Monicas. The caption called Justin's patient a prostitute. And that's why I said what I just said. Justin put up a picture of his patient, and someone went and commented and called the patient a prostitute. Can you guys just understand the level of how this man is bullied? The nanny came out to defend herself, just the same way Korra Obidi said she was coming out to put out her truth. She wrote a book. The nanny also has that right to come out and defend herself and tell her side of the story. Even if, in my opinion, most of the things she said was not in her own favor, honestly. But she had that right, basic human right. I don't know if some of these people who follow Korra, who support her, if they are living in jungles, if they've never traveled anywhere in their lives, if they have never gone to school. Nancy is always talking about school, but the most dumbest, illiterate, uneducated sounding people are the ones supporting and fighting for Korra. But every day she's shouting, school, school, school. Nani has the right to come out and defend herself and speak up. She did. But her parents, you guys saw the picture. Her parents' picture was put out there and they were called old school. I've seen pictures of Justin and his mom. And I just found a sentence in Korra book. She said, I quote, bullies go around leaving eternal psychological scars that they do not know. Korra, and you sit back and you allow your so-called supporter bully the father of your children. And you know the impact of bullying. You were bullied in secondary school, and I suspect that was the first time you attempted suicide. I suspect it because you described how it felt when they would follow you from school. That group of, people, they would follow you from school, follow you all the way back home, chanting and calling names and saying things after you. You'd be quiet and you just walk away, but they would follow you and taunt you, bully you. You said bullies go around leaving eternal psychological scars that they do not know. Korra, for you to have even written it in your book in 2023, something that happened in secondary school to you, how much more what they are doing in 2023 to a man that has 2 children, and you sit back and watch them do it. And you know the impact, you've experienced it firsthand. And they are not doing it to anybody, to the father of your children, not just to an ex-husband, someone who has given your children their name. It's their right anyway. But they are going to grow up, go to school one day. And how would you feel if people told June, oh, daughter of an abuser, your father was an abuser, daughter of a drunkard, an alcoholic, daughter of a fake doctor, a mid-level doctor, ordinary doctor? He's not a doctor. Let your father come and show us his certificate. When your father is a fake doctor, how would you feel if your daughter came back home running one day? What your followers and supporters are doing now, they are preparing a script for future bullies for your children. Should I repeat that for you, Korra? Because your sense and your brain is not developed enough to know that by now. And Nancy Ume, your sister, fighting for you, is not intelligent enough to fight for those children. She's fighting for her pocket. But even if she's not intelligent enough, because it's her pocket we're talking about, you have to be intelligent enough for your children's sake. The bullies now writing those things on the internet. The internet never forgets. 10 years down the line, people will still see those screenshots. Those are scripts that future bullies will use against your children. How would you feel if Athena came back home one day crying, oh, someone bullied me and told me I was giving my father a blowjob? Someone told me because one of your supporters said it. In fact, many of your supporters said it. You guys just saw the screenshot of a presenter that supports Korra saying Justin Dean should go and sell his bola. That presenter has a problem with Justin Dean's bola. Do you want a taste of that bola? I don't understand how I'll be hating a guy. I mean, I can hate anybody. But why is it that it's his private part I will be attacking? I don't understand. You guys should help me. It's okay for you to hate Justin, but why is your attention on what he should sell? Justin Dean should go and sell his. Madam, is there something you need to tell us? So, Korra, you are enjoying the hate on your ex, but wait until you see what it will do to your children. I don't know if you're ready for it. I don't think you're ready for it, but I hope it bothers you. I hope you care enough to stop it now. You can stop it then when it starts to happen. You can remove your children from the school, take them to another school. But is it going to stop it? This is the time to stop it. You stop it by the root. You don't cut off the branches 10 years from now, 15 years from now. This is your moment. You still have the voice. You still have the power. Maybe 10 years from now, nobody even wants to watch you. Maybe 15 years from now, you don't even command so much respect or so much. I'm not saying that's what I hope for you, but maybe, you never know. Maybe people don't respect you to listen to you, but now your followers can still, you know that you have the power to tell them, this man, you guys, are vilifying and castigating is the father of my daughters. And you know another shameful part for Korra Is? They are saying that that man is a useless man. That makes you a useless girl for spending 4 years of your life with a nobody, as he is called. I don't want to be tagged along with an ex that is an alcoholic, that is a good for nothing user. If they say he's a dustbin, that means you are the queen of dustbins for sleeping with a dustbin and having 4 children. You are also equally a dustbin and a trash can. Do you understand? You don't know that all these things they do to him reflect on you. It tells us the quality of woman you are or are not. If you could have spent 4 years of your life with such a man as you guys describe, wow. So you can't even choose good. You can't choose well. Tells me the kind of person you are. Put an end to it. If you love your daughters, this is not like me trying to emotionally blackmail you with the love of your children. But if you're smart upstairs, think 5 years from now. Don't think now. Let me play you a few other things to just show you why I am sounding like this directly towards Korra Is and to see how she is part of this cyber attack on justice.
I don't know what we're gonna do, guys, but like at this point, I'm not gonna cry anymore. I just want us to find a solution to it.
So Korra Is, I already said it. Look, you're good at this game, this social media mind game with idiots, people who are just not smart enough. I don't know a 31-year-old woman that will come to me, oh, we have to find a solution, guys, and we have to figure out what to do. Do you understand? How many of them helped you find a solution when that man told you to lick his anus? That I'm sure was a very hairy anus with gray hair. Did you come on social media to tell people to help you find a solution? What do, guys? I have an 85-year-old man here telling me to lick his asshole. Did you do that? No, you didn't. I'm not even going to talk about the rape part. But so many things you didn't tell your viewers to help you find a solution. But when it comes to Justin, the father of your children, you'd come and you're not just asking them to find a solution. You know what you're telling them to do. You know. Can you tell me, after this video you did, which solution they came up with? Hey guys, we have to find a solution. We have to figure out what to do. Please, which solution, which advice did they come up with that you followed? You have to be ashamed of yourself at 31. At 31. Don't wait to be 40 to be foolish forever. You know when they say the fool at 40 is a fool forever. Don't wait till you are 40, because then you are just foolish forever. You still have 9 years to gather yourself together. Get some respect back. Right now, you've thrown yourself to your followers, sending them on evil errands, and you're just, I don't know. But let me just play another one.
Big Korra doesn't cry for nobody anymore. Big Korra will just hurt you where it hurts the most. Because you don't threaten me with my kids. No, that is so 2001. You don't use that to threaten me anymore. You regret it. You regret it. Your business will also regret it. If you know that you love me, guys, what I need you to do for me right now is to make sure that nobody gets to threaten my kids and their business will be fine, sitting pretty on Google. Please do the needful. Not in the spirit of Big Korra, okay? So please, let's do the needful. I love you.
Do you realize how ugly this video makes you look? And when I say ugly, I'm not talking physical ugliness. And sometimes when you're ugly inwardly, it starts to show on the outside. You just become ugly no matter how much makeup you put on. Do you realize how ugly this video and vindictive this video makes you look? And this video just exposed you to people for them to see that deep jealousy inside of you. You're jealous of Justin's success, that he's doing well on social media. His business cannot be doing well while I'm here miserable, sad. What has his business got to do with whatever you said he did? You were angry that he filed an ex parte. What has that got to do with his business? What exactly? You're just jealous of him doing well. Let us see what Justin said after that.
Wear me down so that I have some sort of, I don't know, mental breakdown or something, or they fail. I mean, it's pretty wild. I mean, I've had to shut down my online businesses because of negative Google reviews. So I'm pretty much a word of mouth doctor only, which luckily keeps me very busy. Not quite as busy as I was before, but still pretty busy. And I appreciate all of you guys that have been sticking by my side and cheering me on through the last year.
Korra, congratulations. Justin Dean said he has had to shut down his online businesses because of the negative Google reviews. You succeeded. Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Your daughters will watch this and I guess they will come and tell you, thank you, mommy, for what you did to daddy. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're an irresponsible mother. I would never call you irresponsible for how you treat your children on social media or what you do with them, because I always say it, many of us, we have children and we don't put whatever we do on social media. Doesn't mean we are better than any mother out there. I can't judge you on how you raise your kids, but how you act to someone who is part of those children's life. You know, those children love their daddy. You know, they love their daddy and you are hurting their daddy. You can also say he's trying to hurt you, but he hasn't succeeded because the ex parte hasn't really been granted. He's trying to get the key, but you want to hurt his business. He said he has removed his online business, so he's now a mouth-to-mouth doctor. How has that one now created more success for your social media business? You said you're demonetized. And things are really not to be honest, your career is watery right now. We have to be honest. But it's okay. People can survive things. You might pick up. But you bringing down another person's business is not going to add to yours. Karma is real. And most of what you are experiencing is as a result of karma. The universe cannot give you light and prosperity when you're wishing another person bad. Things will just not be working for you. Success will be far away from you. It's not a curse. Mind your own business. Leave other people's business out of your anger. Not just other people, the father of the children. Are you happy now that he has removed his business because of the negative Google review? You're very happy, right? Your followers have done the job. Your slaves that you are chasing around and sending on errands, they've done the job for you. Clap for yourself. That's a win for you, right? You've won. You're happy? You see? So what did you gain now? Has he stopped living? He's still moved on. He's still living in the new apartment. He's still furnishing it. Has it ended his life? No. So what did you gain being evil? What did you gain? It just shows how ugly you are. Before we act on social media, let us think.
My daughters will never find a monster like this on Tinder.
How do you know they will meet their partner on Tinder? How do you know they will use Tinder? Anyways, that was when she was promoting her book, calling him a monster and all of that. So I think we should just continue with Nancy. Let me see where we stopped. So that was just by the way.
there's been so many messages. Oh, I'm scared for Korra's life. I'm worried. There's no need to be worried. It's good for everybody's bum to be outside. Let everybody's linen be washed outside, not just one person's linen. Say your truth. Let these children grow up. Let them Google their parents and know that, oh, okay, everybody, no, shall it's not just one person.
So ashawo means prostitute or someone who is wayward. She said, let the children grow up and Google and know that, okay, everybody is an ashawo. Everybody is wayward and promiscuous. It's not only one person. Let the children Google and know. Wow. Nancy Ume, you and your husband argued or quarreled for 5 hours. Why didn't you explain to your viewers why you people quarreled so that everything is out there, your children would know? Is it everything our children must know? And that's why I find that book questionable that Korra wrote, especially about her childhood and the things she did, the things that happened to her. I wouldn't want to read such things about my mom. I told you guys before. That would be you're putting your children, you're forcing something on top of them that they didn't ask for. If I'm interested in knowing my mom's story or her past, I could sit her down. Mom, I really want to know. If she then decides to tell me or write a book, then I know I'm ready to hear it. I asked for it. But now those children didn't ask for it. How do you know they can handle it, Korra Obidi? How do you know they want to hear it? You should have waited for them to say, Mom, we really need to know more. But now, they don't have a choice. You just threw it on top of them. Now they have to deal with it. Do you imagine what this could do to them? Why are you selfish? It's not about you alone. You should have waited till maybe they are. I'm not saying you should never write your book, but there are some things you put in the book that the children really, they don't need to know. Nancy Ume is protecting her children. She doesn't want to wash her own dirty linen in public. But when it comes to Korra Obidi's dirty linen, let everybody Google it. At a point, she even said she knows this is food for the bloggers, but let the truth be out there. You know it is food for the bloggers. Why are you still feeding the bloggers? Because it's not you, Nancy. It is Korra Obidi. Korra Obidi is food for the wolves. All of you should come and devour. And so that's why I said you're a witch. And it's a good time to maybe pull back a bit. I don't expect you to just pull out immediately, like suddenly and abruptly, but start to think about moving on yourself. Justin Dean is not your ex. You're not adding to Korra Obidi's life or career. Your support might be good for her. She might truly need your support, that she knows she has family who is also a content creator. They can talk together, they can understand each other, but you're not adding to her career. Continue to support your sister as a sister should, but you are really destroying her more. It's time to start to move on. And if you want people to really know about stuff, bring your private life. It would sell. Because right now, people don't know a lot. It would sell. Why does it have to be Korra's life and Justin's life?
And the reason I've been speaking out, there's been so many messages. Oh, I'm scared for Korra. And the reason I've been speaking out is because I'm not going to Google my family and see trash about my family from somebody else. No.
I'm not going to Google my family and see trash about my family from somebody else. So the problem is not the trash about Nancy's family. The problem is who is bringing out the trash. Other people cannot be making money now while we are just sitting there. We also have to make money. Nancy's problem is the other person bringing out the trash, because Nancy Ume, you don't mind your family Googling and hearing and seeing and reading that your parents were useless to your upbringing and your childhood. You don't mind. You don't mind people Googling and reading that your sister was an aristo babe and an adulterer, committed adultery. She was on Tinder, meeting possibly with several men, traveling with strangers, doing sexual exploit. She was brutalized, raped. You don't mind people reading those things, but you mind them being written by other people. You just need to shut up at this point in time. Because you and Korra, Nancy and Korra, have brought out more dirt and ugliness about their family than Justin has ever done. That one is just fact. Both the book and the videos Nancy has done. Okay? So let us stop with the crucifixion already. It's because people are just hanging on to, we just need to continue to hate. But if you really look at what Justin has done, honestly, you compare it to other things, you'll be like, okay, let's just be real now. Let's be honest. The Korra obedient people are saying, oh, he did this to her, he did that to her. Does she look like she cares so much? She still takes her children to that same man you people call a devil. The children she loves so much, the most precious possessions of Korra Obidi. Does she care as much as you people do that you're carrying it on your head, like Justin has, committed a genocide or something? It's just one ex to another ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, ex-wife, that you people have carried and made a national. You people should go and get something doing with your lives instead of just hating someone for the sake of, we just need to hate him.
And the reason I've been speaking out is because I'm not going to Google my family, as I keep telling you, it's ended. Okay, this marriage is dissolved. There's no need to be scared anymore. All right, this is a lesson to all young women out there. If you've lost your,
this marriage is dissolved. There is no need to be scared anymore. So she was really encouraging Korra, and you could just hear Korra sigh. You could hear her breathe deeply, exhale, like, the weight on her. And she was there encouraging her, look, this marriage is dissolved. It's over. Like, it's just a normal thing. Nancy. We'll see how everything ends.
because, you were happily married, what, 3 months ago? Or were happily married online 3 months ago? So, what happened? What happened to you?
To the best of my knowledge, I was happily married, I was pregnant. We were not having as much as we were because but to the best of my knowledge, I was happily married. We've had our own ups and downs, as every couple will. But to the best of my knowledge, we were good.
Okay. So, it looks like for a whole month, a lot of things were being said online.
To the best of my knowledge, we were good. To the best of my knowledge, we were happily married. Korobide, how does that reflect in your book? How does this statement translate against your book? How does it mirror? To the best of your knowledge, you were happily married. Happily married. You people didn't have as much sex because you were pregnant, but to the best of your knowledge, you were good. So where did all the things in this book came from? All of a sudden, he's a demon. You transferred $40,000. He smashed your phones, but you said you were happily married, even after the man already left, after all the social media craze. And Nancy went back to, okay, a lot has been happening online. Nancy, they were already an online couple. And online couples share the good times and the bad times online. That's what they did. Move on, move past that. So, Korobide, you've sold your book and painted the picture of a demon, but you still said you were happily married. And you didn't say this when you were with Justin, that would say, oh, you were just pretending. No, you people were already separated when you said, as far as you were concerned, you were happily married. But you sold another story to us in your book. All the things I'm saying now and showing you guys will affect the ranking I'm going to give this book. I'm going to give it either a 1 star or 5. All these things I'm showing you, before I'll give how many stars I'll give this book, I need to know I'm making the right choice and decision. Can I trust this book and everything written in it? You guys go ahead and share the video.
Very indecisive, and I tasted from Pandora's box. I had an
because, I mean, you were happily married.
Very indecisive, and I tasted from all of this that happened. I don't know what I would have done if there was no evidence to show what was going on. As of the time when he asked for the divorce, he came to the house while I was feeding Athena on my breast. He yanked my phone from my hands and deleted all the pictorial evidence of abuse. The only thing that I was able to get was the ones that I had sent to my sister in tears, and she sent them back to me for the courts. You know, so
Okay, so she said also in the book that Justin Dean deleted all the pictures and all the evidence of abuse from her phone, but she already sent some to Nancy, and Nancy sent them back to her that she used in court. So that means they still have the receipts, they still have the evidence, if anything like that exists. And the DVRO, we've been hearing that, oh, there was a case against him. They both had a DVRO against each other. And the agreement they signed was that both of them would let go of the DVRO against each other. I heard a pa yesterday saying, oh, she had it against him and this and that. He also had it against her. They both had it against each other. So you people should rest. It takes two. And I'm going to show you guys that agreement maybe in the next video.
of this that happened. I don't know what I would have done if of this that happened. I don't know what I would have done if there was no evidence to show what was going on. As of the time when he basically we called he. Basically, he called me twice, and this was when I was in the US. This was 15th of May when I was in the US. If you remember closely,
Nancy, this is another reason I call you a witch. You're not even ashamed of yourself to be showing that this is when I was in the US. The estranged ex of your younger sister, with all the commotion online, all the noise online, you went to the US and you were still blocking him. You guys should watch or try to read the screenshot that I put on the left. I'm going to play it again. Nancy was in the US. Justin was still begging, saying, I'm just trying to beg or something. Read the screenshot on the left. Let me replay it. Nancy was blocking him while she was in the US.
basically he called me twice, and this was when I was in the US. This was 15th of May when I was in the US. If you remember closely.
Okay, I think there's a message in front that is blocking. Let me see if I can remove it. I have to scroll all the way up. Oh, it's so bad. Because if Nancy really had the intention of helping her sister, and she felt like Justin Dean was the one causing all the heartache and all the lies in quote, she would have gone to, that's what I would have done. I mean, I'm in the country and I feel like this man is bringing out lies. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. But rather, you were blocking him. So why did you go there? To go and secure your page. Okay, I can't find this comment. Oh my God. Trying to remove it so that you can see. Anyway, maybe you guys could really read it, but I couldn't read it. Okay, I found it. Let me play that again. So many things happening now could have really been avoided if maybe Nancy had acted right or done the right things at the right time. She didn't just have that maturity enough to do things right between these two people. They needed a third party who wouldn't just say, oh, it's my sister, so I'm just going to defend her no matter what the man says. No. Where is the video again? Okay, I found it.
Basically, he called me twice, and this was when I was in the US. This was 15th of May when I was in the US, if you remember closely.
She said, please answer. He was calling her. Nancy would miss his calls. You guys saw the missed call. And he wrote, please try answer. I don't want to fight. I want to talk. I want to talk to you. But Nancy was blocking him. Because she was just there. Don't come and put Sansa in my garimi. I'm here for my page. She added petrol, I've told you guys, to this whole social media noise happening. She gave people reason to continue talking, and people are still fighting today because Nancy is still enabling and aiding the whole thing. If Nancy really wants peace of mind for Korra Obidi, she wants there to be calmness for her, clarity, progress, way forward, looking ahead, focusing on her music, her craft. If Nancy really wants that for Korra Obidi, Nancy knows what to do. And in case Nancy doesn't know what to do, here is what Nancy needs to do. Nancy needs to take her mouth out of whatever has to do with Justin and just focus on her sister. Because whenever you talk about Justin, he's like the antagonist, yeah, right? He's always going to bring that conflict, that contradiction, that opposite side, and it will always give people reason to debate and fight each other and contest and all of that. But the moment she leaves him out of the equation and focuses only on the sister, on promoting her and bringing out the positive image of Korra Obidi, the noise, the frenzy will die down. She knows it, but she's not willing to do it. That's just as simple as it can be. There's another idiot one time that people were dragging her to go and bring DNA for her child. She knew what to do, but she was feeding off of the noise and the media frenzy around it. She even bragged about it, that this is bringing me money. She said it. The controversy, the scandal was bringing her money, but she knew what to do. And the only thing she had to do was what she had to do. Just stop talking into it, stop feeding off of it, stop feeding them with news that would make them talk more. Nancy doesn't want this news to end. If they bring Justin's news to you, tell them you guys should leave them alone. Leave me out of this. It's not my business. I am not Korra. Korra is my sister. I'm here to support her. I'm not here to gossip about the ex. You guys should stop emailing me about Justin. He's out of our family. How about that? How difficult is that? Things will start to die down. But the more you come out to say, hey, I want to address one email they sent to me about what Justin is saying. He did a video talking about this. This is what I think about. Like, are you a blogger? If you're a blogger, then we know, okay, you're just blogging. But now, this is like, I shouldn't even, let me just continue. But I think she knows what she's doing. I mean, Nancy.
And while everybody wants this drama to end, I don't see it ending anytime soon. But rest assured that when it comes to the courts,
you don't see it ending anytime soon because you don't want it to end either. What are you going to start talking about when it ends? You're going to start cooking muffins and baking what? Which you can continue to do. You were doing it before the divorce. You were doing it, but I'm sure it doesn't bring in as much money as this whole controversy between Justin and Korra. But if you really love your sister, you want her peace of mind. You want her to start to succeed as an artist. People don't know Korra Obidi as an artist anymore. Maybe, I don't know if they ever did. They just know her as that lady that works. That's all they know. But you can change the narrative. You can show them that my sister is talented. You said you don't see it ending anytime soon. You're the reason. You're one of the main reasons why it's not ending. I think Korra Obidi wants it to end. Korra Obidi likes attention. She likes people to compliment her, tell her she's a great singer. She wants to do well in her career. You guys should help her. Forget Justin. Justin is taking too much of your time, too much of your attention. Put that energy in Korra Obidi. She would appreciate that more than what you guys are doing now to Justin. And she's blocking many of you. I've seen it. You guys, when these Oversabi fighters, when they tag Nancy Ume, they tag Cheta, they tag Korra. The next minute, the tag is off. Korra is blocking many of them. She might be happy that they are doing, but she's tired of the headache. This one is tagging, that one is tagging, that one. Like, it's only one person. She's a young lady. Let her enjoy life. Not the divorce is already bad enough. You guys are reminding her every day. You guys should move on. Nancy Ume, move on. Justin Dean is not your ex. You can come and tell us about your ex. If you want everybody's story to be out there, let your story be out there. Tell us about your husband. It will sell, I promise you. I will buy. I will. I'm the analyst. I'll come and analyze. But the reason I'm asking for you guys to let go of Justin is because it's not helping Korra Obidi either. Okay, one more and then we will call it a day. Oh my God, so we are still coming back with part 14. Let me delete this last one that I just played so that next time. So, hey, this one, it go reach part 20 before we finally give how many stars we are giving. Well, one more thing or two other things I want to share with you is this one. The Nanny Chronicles. You guys know everything that, or some of the things Korra Obidi told us about the nanny, what went wrong. She was telling the nanny things and she didn't learn. It's like this lady, you go through things, you've gone through things your entire life. I don't think you learn. You are a ball of experiences and you don't even, you're not even wise. You're not walking around like someone who carries so much experience on her shoulders. You went through what you went through with your other nanny. You got another nanny and you were making exactly the same mistake. Let's hear the new nanny. I think she was from Uganda.
All reasonable doubts by this man, and I'm done. Keeping mute. The reputation that he's destroying is the reputation that feeds his own. The reputation, take note, that he's destroying so fervently is what is feeding us. Not be me be the first person to divorce for this life, and not be me go be the last. Okay? Tell your nanny to be silent. You're very foolish. Shut up! Tell your nanny to be silent. She sees me every day crying here. How will she be silent? Baba don't learn acting past person where even won't act. He has learned how to act more than me. This one a real life actor. Silence is not doing us any good anymore. Silence is not doing me any good anymore. And I'm no longer hiding nothing. Sure, we are right. We are on the streets. Let's be on the streets. We're outside. We're outside. We're outside. You don't finish. You don't drag me finish. By the time my kids are 12 years old, they're gonna be in school. Someone's gonna Google their mother's name and they're gonna see she slept with Don Jazzy. She slept with. You don't finish him. Somebody will finish him. No. And those people's marriages is just. I'm not the first person to be divorced, and I won't be the last. What is that to do? Making money? I chose the person that is going to do it. I'm not the first person to marry, but not every man is going to drag the mother of his kids online like this. You love money more than you love kids. My children, not to use them, you do Facebook Live so you go get money. The money where they show now, $20,000. He's making a lot of money. And that's what he's trying to get the children, to make money with them.
He's making a lot of money, just like you. If Justin is making a lot of money, then you are making bags and truckloads of money. He's making a lot of money. You are also making a lot of money. He showed his 27,000 in that month. I wonder how much your money was in that month. But the nanny was just talking. She let the nanny in again the second time. So what did you learn from the first nanny? I don't know. She said one day her children will Google their mother's name and see Don Jazzy and Peruzzi. Guess what? Now it's not only Don Jazzy and Peruzzi they will see. The list is longer now, thanks to your book. The list is longer. They will see Mr. S, Mr. O, Mr. Jack. Two Jacks, two different Jacks in that book. Choir master, distant cousin, teacher. The list is longer. That's what they will see. You contributed. You're blaming Justin. Blame yourself too. It takes two. It takes two. And that's what your supporters fail to see. It's both of you. If Justin started it, you are the main character now, you and your sister and your followers and supporters. What they are doing today, they think they are damaging Justin. I don't even see that much of a damage on Justin right now, honestly, because people are watching all these things happening. And it's not really, I don't think it's really damaging Justin. Guess who it's going to damage 10 years from now? And that's what they fail to realize. And you let your hate for your ex blind you so much to even think ahead. I think we really are going to end it here. 1 hour, 45 minutes. We are going to continue soon. I don't know when. I don't want to promise. We'll look at more videos to really help me decide how many stars this book deserves. Now let me try read some comments. Okay. Okay. Let me block whoever is not interested in being here. Someone says, thank you for putting more clarity with your analysis. Thank you so much for watching. Someone says, I like her before both of them. After she lied too much, I switch and stand behind Justin. He don't change story from last year to now. She switched like her underwear. That's another problem that happens when people talk too much. Nancy talks too much. She says a lot. She says a lot, especially when it has to do with Korra. But Justin hasn't really been saying much. And his story has more or less been the same. Unless it comes out, like I would really love to know a lot still from him. Some things he said that are still not clear to me, like the intentions behind the things he said he did himself, that I would really love to learn more about. But his storyline has more or less been the same. There were things that he said that were maybe not 100% correct. He came back and rectified. And I love that about people. I would respect you for coming out to say, look, I made a mistake. This is the correct thing. Than for you making a mistake, realizing you made a mistake and keeping quiet about it. That's what Korra is good at. That's her specialty. She would not address it. Just like he's a black man walked up. She has never said, I was carried away. Never. But everybody knows she lied about that. Does she care? She has lied about so many things. People would catch her in a lie. She would never come back to correct or rectify. Lack of accountability, zero integrity. How can I trust you? How can I trust that you even have a conscience? How can I trust that you're not intentionally telling lies? He said she was a serial cheater, for example. Later, he came back and said, well, I was wrong about her being a serial cheater. She cheated after a traditional marriage or whatsoever before she came to the US or something like that. He came back and corrected it. I believe her family told him he had to do that publicly, and he respected that. He apologized to the family and to the father. At least he rectified whatever he said that, okay, people were agitated about. But she has never done that, never been accountable for many things. So what kind of a human being is that? Nobody is perfect, but she always wants to present herself like, I didn't make a mistake. Well, I did it, but this is why I did it. He is, always pointing the finger. But again, Korobidi said it takes two, and it does. Korobidi also said, as far as I'm concerned, we were happily married. She said that after the divorce. But when she wanted to write her book, she wanted to sell her book, she switched from "we were happily married" to "he's a demon." Am I going to believe that book? We'll find out when next I come here. One or two more comments and we'll really go. Someone says, and the sad part is, so I'm just randomly picking comments. And the sad part is, thick brain, Epa stormed into everyone's auntie, her live show, and keeps on lying on Justin in an attempt to defend Korra with false assumptions and false rhetorics. They just don't see how Korra is lying her ass off, or they see it but they refuse to because they don't want to admit they were wrong. That is it. I think they see that she's lying. They see that she's exaggerating. They see that she's manipulating. Yes, they do see it, but they do not want to come out and say, oh my God, I made a mistake. Oh my God, I was wrong. And guess what? I watched it wasn't really an interview, the live of that lady, everyone's auntie. I like her. I have been actually watching her video before yesterday. But someone, oh, thank you so much, the person who sent it to me. Thank you for sending it. I watched it. I liked the video again yesterday. And so much respect for the lady, the way she handled small EPA. That one is just small EPA. And that video just exposed EPA that this lady is not just intelligent at all. So going to school is not a sign or a mark or a label of intelligence. Nancy Ume will shout, oh, they didn't go to school. If you went to school, you will know that. No, we have people in the villages who never crossed the gate of a school, but they are wiser and more intelligent than Nancy Ume and Epa. They never went to school. So it's not about going to school. Nancy Ume went to school. She doesn't have sense. School didn't go through her. She doesn't have she's not intelligent like that to really balance things and think ahead and plan ahead and go back and forth like, okay, if I do it this way, what are the repercussions? How can I mitigate this effect of this? She doesn't do that. She just does it like, now, okay, now let us do it. And we have to do it because when we do it now like this is the effect we're going to get now. How about the long-term effect? She doesn't think far. And that attitude of let's do it now and just spoil everywhere is an Agbero attitude. I know Lagos very well. So when I see characters like this, I recognize characters like this. That is what you do when you're an Agbero. You don't settle down. See the way that lady acted yesterday. And the funny part of it is Epa didn't read the book. Epa didn't read the book. How shameful for all of you. Do you understand? So who read the book? The so-called haters in quote. I don't even know what to say at this point in time. But anyways, another thing I want to talk about, this school thing that Nancy is hammering on everybody's head. Nancy, all those people giving you stars that you are praising, are you sure they all went to school? Maybe you should start refunding their stars to them. Most of them are uneducated. Those people who fight for your sister, they don't behave like people who ever went to school. And you know from their write-ups that these people are olodos. From their thinking, some of them, I think somebody put a picture of Korra Obidi and her actor, the one they call Jesus. Put that picture side by side with Justin's picture. Like, oh, the guy is more in love than Justin. That's the caption. Like, Justin did never loved Korra. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. I just shaked my head. Like, wow. You put a picture of a stranger or someone that the thing is still shocking. They are not even in a relationship, but for your mind to just think, oh, because they are displaying or they are acting, creating content, your mind just thinks they are in love and they are showing it and they have to love each other more than the man that married you, spent 4 years of his life, 5 years of his life with you, have 2 children with you. Do you understand their level of reasoning? Those are the kinds of people that fight for Korra. Many of them are not educated. Nancy Ume, do they all have a degree? Do they all have a BSc? They don't have the B. How much more the SC? Let's say the B is for basic sense. They don't have it. The S for stability, they don't have it. Many of them are not stable. The C for common, they don't have common sense. They don't have BSc. They don't have BSc. They don't have basic sense, basic knowledge. They are not stable and they don't have common sense. but you are aligning with them, you are collaborating with them, they are giving you stars, you are happy, you're collecting it, but you insult people that they are not educated. But your followers and your lovers, your sisters, fighters, are not educated either. Come and prove to me that they are all educated. That lady, everyone's auntie, I think I saw a reel she did the other day. She has a master's degree. So you hear us talk, you hear us analyze, you hear us blog, you hear us blog. We are not riffraffs. We are not. I'm not going to talk about my own self here now. The other lady, Soma Aku, I think she's a doctor. I might be wrong. But she posts, I think I'll just show you guys the screenshot. Okay, don't overlook people, or don't just look down on people and think, oh, they are blogging, so they are hungry. No, that's where you get it wrong. If they are hungry, you also are hungry, Nancy. With your degree, how many years have you worked? Some of us have worked for over 10 years with our degree. Nancy, have you ever practiced? You only worked when you were studying. Students have you practiced as a graduate coming out of school and getting a job? Have you? What have you done with your degree? But you don't want people to hear what because of this degree. Where your degree ended is where another person's own started. Your highest degree is another person's lowest, if that is possible. But you understand the drill. So just forget that degree side. I can be anything I am in the world. Once I come back into my husband's house, I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I forget whatever. So you are just carrying that degree on your head. Once you come into social media, forget that degree. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here with all of us here, all the commenters who never went to primary school. You wouldn't be here. So forget that degrees for your own pocket. Doesn't put food in anybody's table, on anybody's table. So it doesn't make you better than anybody. If you're so good with your degree, get off social media and leave it for the illiterate. Okay? All right. Now it's really, really time. I want to thank everybody. I'm not going to read more comments. I want to thank you all. I want to ask you to go ahead, share the video. I want to welcome and thank my subscribers. If you want to join the subscribers community, oh my God, I know I'm still, I promised the video. That video is coming in the group. I will share the video soon. If you love my content, you want to show that you love my content, go ahead and subscribe. There is a green badge there. You can click on it, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, you can join my membership. Share the video. I would appreciate that. Comment. Let me know what you think. What else? Yeah, I think that's all for now. Thank you all for your comment. Yeah, someone just entered. Now, I remain blessed and enjoy the analyst, and I will catch you all on my next one.